We are. We'll start with the Black Widow movie. Came out a couple weeks ago. I'm seeing a lot of kind of split down the middle of people's opinions of the movie.
Do you think that's because of the weight?
Could be.
That has something to do with it?
Could be. And then, like, one of the villains, they keep on saying they didn't really represent accurately as to how the villain is portrayed in the comic books. So it's Taskmaster.
Okay.
I don't know much about Taskmaster other than he's like this super, like, he can like anticipate your moves and like figure out what you're gonna do before you do it type
he like
situation.
learns your stuff essentially. He's almost like a ditto.
And then the people are saying, well, it's not the real Taskmaster because he was like part of the Taskmaster force. He's gonna be like, you know, just a Taskmaster agent or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Taskmaster I really know is I know he was in the beginning of the Avengers game, but I didn't play that because as much as I wanted to, I heard it was pretty broken or whatever, so I was like, yeah, I'll just skip that one for now. Maybe come back later, but yeah, it's still not that great, I guess. But not that I care about people's reviews, but I know he was in the Spider-Man PS4 game, and yeah, that's pretty much what he did. He just like, he set up like little challenges for you, and then at the end it was just like, oh, hey, what's up, fight me. And yeah, it was literally that, like, he learned my moves, so I had to like beat the crap out of him. Yeah, there you go.
Are you gonna see it? Are you gonna see it in theaters? Are you gonna pay $30 extra on Disney Plus to watch it early?
You know, the only good thing that came from this pandemic, really, honestly, is being able to watch stuff in my own home. I paid through the nose, essentially, to do it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it here.
Yeah, we'll probably watch it on Disney Plus.
I think things like the Avengers, like Infinity War, and especially Endgame with you and your wife, that was definitely something to see, like, in theaters, but like when it's these kind of, not offshoots, but when it's these other ones, I'd rather just see it right at home. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I live for the crowd reactions and other
Yeah,
stuff.
going to see it at the theater is definitely an experience. We're gonna wait 3 months. We're not gonna pay $30 extra just to see
That's
it really.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to just get directed, like, streamlined into it.
Like, I feel Black Widow should have gotten her own movie maybe after the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a little too late to now.
That's how I felt about Solo.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it's like, the fact that it came out after Force Awakens, it's like, well, alright. Don't care. You know, I think I've said that.
Deadpool. MCU.
Happy. Happy.
Kind of made an official debut last week. He did, let me bring it up. Because, did you see it? Did you watch it?
No, you told me not to, so I stayed away.
Exciting
I wanted
day.
to so badly.
Exciting day. Brandon gets to watch
Daddy needs to express some rage.
Well, hello there, and what's up, Reaction Faction? It's Deadpool. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and follow me on Patreon. Last week, you all really liked my Cruella trailer reaction video. Where are the f***ing dogs? So, this week, I'll be reacting to a trailer for a movie which I honestly thought came out like a year ago. Free Guy. Apparently, it's this August. We also have a guest reactor this week, Korg, who was not my first choice, but apparently everyone else was too busy over on Disney Plus. Say hello, Korg.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm made of rocks.
Thank you for having me, Paul. Sorry you're dead. Jesus Christ. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
My name is Guy.
Oh, he's named Guy, like the movie's title.
That's pretty clever.
Is it? Yeah. People are like, their minds are like, holy crap, he's officially in the MCU. Now the question is, when are we gonna get Deadpool 3 now, you know? Because it probably, if he's in the MCU now, you know how MCU movies kind of like tend to have their...
Did you like Deadpool 2?
I honestly, we haven't seen a lot of it. We watched the beginning.
If you get all the way through at some point, let me know, because I loved it. I adored it, of course.
I want to try watching it again. I think we got about as far as when they all get arrested and they get put in mutant prison. And, you know, you got the kid that can do fires or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we stopped at, like, you know, Wade Wilson just like giving up that, like, just kind of like, you know. So, I definitely want to watch it just because I like Josh Brolin as an actor and like a lot of what he does. and
It's kind of cool that he gets to play
casting
Thanos.
it. Yeah, right. Casting him as Cable is a really good decision, especially since they weren't sure who was gonna play Cable at first. I know that guy who played the bad guy in the Avatar movies.
I can't think of his name.
His name was dropped for Cable. It's like, yeah, okay, I can see him playing
He's just
Cable.
a
He's
good
got
bad
the,
guy.
and then it's like nothing, and then it's like, you know, you see the memes out there like Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself. It's like, okay, Josh Brolin is playing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cable.
Alright.
Marvel's What If series on Disney Plus. It is an animated series, but it's, you know, it looks realistic. Back in the 70s and 80s, there was a comic book series called What If. It basically, like, you know, they could tell stories and they wouldn't have to stray from the normal comic book storylines. They could do like what ifs, like, you know, what if Uncle Ben didn't get killed by the mugger? Would Spider-Man still exist?
Or if he did, would he be as, you know, what he is
right. I had one. I think I still have it. I liked in particular. It was my favorite. What if the Hulk, instead of like turning back into Bruce Banner, just stayed as the Hulk? His mind snapped and just went like on a massive like killing spree. Like, how would that play out? And I like that comic. It turned out like Thor ended up like just killing him with like a huge lightning strike. That was the only way to take out the Hulk. Okay, so I know most of the voice cast came back to do this, except for like the main principals. Chadwick Boseman's last role as T'Challa. May it rest in peace.
Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'd be out of a job with peace.
Oh.
Each other?
Okay. Okay.
Time. Reality. It's changeable.
Where you want to be? That's the question, isn't it?
Every universe is different. Each one unique.
Slow down a little bit. There's a few people in the room that don't understand. Not me, I get it.
Who are you?
The name's Captain Carter.
Cool.
I am the Watcher. I observe all that transpires here. But I do not, cannot, will not interfere. I guess I have to freestyle then.
We have you outnumbered.
A Ravager never flies solo. I said never flies solo.
Is that some kind of catchphrase?
There we go.
You had me worried for a second.
Journey to face the unknown and ponder the question. What if?
Okay.
Is that Galacticus?
No. Okay, we're gonna.
I only saw it for like a split second. I couldn't tell who that was.
Let's do a little rewind. We obviously got. I'm gonna mute the sound. Tony Stark from Iron Man 1, his origins. That changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Killmonger saves him, which was a surprise to me. So does that mean the linchpin of the MCU was Iron Man, Tony Stark becoming Iron Man? So if he doesn't have that character arc where he decides to turn over good, how's that gonna play out for
He
the
just
rest of the
basically stays
MCU?
human and
He
maybe
stays like a dick. Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Doctor Strange.
I don't either. That
Like
looks
he
nothing
went
changed.
back in time and maybe he's gonna try to. I don't know if he's gonna still stay as Doctor Strange.
It looks like he did. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Obviously, you have the Avengers from the first movie, but then it transitions to the Guardians, and it looks like you have Killmonger there in the corner.
I thought that was Black Panther.
I mean,
I mean,
it could be Black Panther
yeah.
too. And
That's what I
then
think it is.
Gamora wielding Thanos' weapons.
Yeah.
And wearing Thanos' armor.
Oh, I didn't even notice the armor. I saw the
Yeah.
giant ass sword, but.
T'Challa as Star-Lord is there. And then Thor.
Weird.
So I don't know if that's gonna play out. And obviously you got T'Challa as Star-Lord coming in there. And then I'm thinking that might be Black Widow.
Yeah.
With the Hulk.
Has to.
It kind of looked like, apologize if I miss my Loki again. With an army. The Vision.
Yep. Vision looks good. Howard
the Duck. Captain Carter. Thor without a beard.
Yeah, weird.
Apparently his name is Party Thor. Like his official name is.
Oh god, just like he's got fat Thor.
Mm-hmm. I'm really looking forward to Captain Carter. I like that they got Haley Atwell back to do the voice.
Yeah.
That's where she takes the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers.
I would like to see that one. That looks interesting.
And Steve Rogers is like wielding like an armor, like an Iron Man armor.
That's cool.
So he stays Skinny Steve. I hope they release action figures for some of these because I would love to have a Captain Carter action figure.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Absolutely.
In the comics, well, you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy too, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Remember the post-credit scene where Stan Lee's sitting there talking to like 3 guys?
Oh yeah.
He's like,
he's talking to Watchers.
They're called, yeah, that's the Watcher.
Ah,
That's who
okay.
that is.
I thought it looked familiar, but I wasn't exactly. Because then he said, well, I am the Watcher.
There's your guy.
Took a little Spider-Man nod. Let's go.
And supposedly there's also What If where he's going to be Doctor Strange somehow. Or Hawk. I mean, no, not Stark. Sorry, I should apologize. Where he's going to be Hawkeye, I think.
Oh.
So. Marvel Zombies.
That's pretty cool.
Directly from the comic books.
At first I thought that was supposed to be like a Red Skull nod, but nope, you're right. Zombies.
And Wanda.
Yep.
They think she's gonna be like a main, like might
Like a
tie
villain?
into the next movie coming out with her and Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. So I wonder if Killmonger's gonna be a good guy in this instead of.
So far it seems like he is, right?
So you got Hawkeye there. That looks like Hawkeye to me.
Yeah, I agree.
What seems to be turning into the Hulk. Oh yeah. I want to get back to that.
The head of what was that?
Poor Vision. He's getting the mind. So
Yeah.
that I can't pause on it. That's Scott Lang's head in a jar. Ant-Man's head in.
Yeah. Right. So what the hell is that about?
And of course he got.
Who's that he's carrying? Do you tell me?
I don't know. That's the big mystery.
Yeah.
It might be Gamora. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't really see like a clear.
You don't see a face, no. Yeah, so. And,
I have no idea.
But yeah, I think Disney's probably gonna do good on this one. Actually forgot to mention, because I got distracted by
A lot of crap going
things.
on. Yeah, things just blew up today. Jesus.
So, obviously, I posted stuff. People know out there that I work for the post office. Brandon works for the post office too. Sometimes we deliver some very interesting things. Yesterday, I delivered a package, ď'eho tacos.
And now
I was like, oh my god! So yeah, that caught my eye. A restaurant with several locations. Apparently, because Trish looked it up, you can like order merchandise offline. That might have been what was in that box. It was some like T-shirts or something and stuff.
You know, we could always just make like a guide. Like we can go grab Jerry Tash and maybe even I don't know who else would like that. We can grab a bunch of people from the post office, maybe grab some other friends, and we could just have a guide there. Let's go get some trail tacos.
Yeah, the restaurant in Chicago.
Yeah.
I told Trish like next time we go to Chicago, we are totally going to ď'eho tacos.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Richard Donner, who is 91 years old, passed away. Visionary filmmaker. I love his movies. I have a list of a few that probably are,
more relatable.
mostly known.
Yeah.
We'll start with.
For sure.
We'll start with Scrooged, starring Bill Murray, Karen Allen, and Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah.
I saw that movie way younger than I should have. I probably saw that movie when I was 8 or 9 years old.
I was about that too. Somewhere around there. Yeah.
My brother, who would tape movies off of HBO,
Nice.
had it playing, and I was doing all right up until the scene where they showed the Ghost of Christmas Future in the elevator, and he opens up his robe and you see like all the dead. I was like, okay, I'm done. I think I had nightmares for like a week after that.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's Bill Murray at his finest, I think. He's probably being maybe playing himself a little bit, just in terms of assholery, because apparently Bill Murray can be like a total dink.
Like he was in Ghostbusters.
I like it better than some versions of the Christmas Carol.
Oh, I like it way better than any version of the Christmas Carol.
If I were to,
what's your favorite version of Christmas Carol? If you had to pick.
It'd be the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Really? With Michael Caine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go a little off the rail. I'll say Jim Carrey's. I love.
See, I didn't like that one so much. No.
A lot of people would agree with you on that, and I'm like, hey, to each their own. But
I mean, the animation was beautiful,
was
obviously.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it because it's like, okay, Christmas Carol's being done again type situation. But yeah, I like a Muppet Christmas Carol. I'll put that on just to watch it or to have it on for. Bill Murray's two brothers are in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, Brian Doyle Murray is instantly recognizable. I did not.
John Murray.
John Murray played his brother in the movie. Like his brother played his brother.
Oh, duh. Jesus.
Yeah. I did not know that until maybe about like 5 or 6 years ago that it was his actual brother. I'm like, okay, I can see it. I can see the resemblance. And then Carol Kane is the Ghost of Christmas Past. She's pretty good. I like Karen Allen. Karen Allen's like her in that movie and obviously Indiana Jones movies and stuff like that.
Oh, it was just good. All the way around.
Yeah. Goonies.
Love it.
Corey Feldman, Sean Astin,
Love it.
Josh Brolin. We saw Sean Astin about 5 years ago at a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Signed
I
Goonies.
think you showed me a picture of it, and I told you to go to hell. So, fair enough. I still stand by that.
Obviously, 2 of those actors have gone into bigger and better things. Sean Astin with the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin.
He was also in Stranger Things, I think. Too.
Yes, he was recently in Stranger Things. Corey Feldman, he's
kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
I think like what the last. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could very well be wrong, but I think the biggest thing Corey Feldman did recently was I think like the 2 Corys. So
yeah, probably. But he's having his own issues in Hollywood right now that we'll get into.
Big time.
It is an 80s classic. Would you say it's a cult classic, or is it?
I think I would call it. I would call it a cult because like us and including Logical Robot. Got to give them the credit. I think between the 3 of us, we love the Goonies. But if you talk to some people, they either have never seen it because they thought it looked stupid, or they saw it and were like, I don't get it. And I'm like, yeah, I would call it a cult classic because I mean that's what a cult classic is, right? Something that failed. Well, essentially failed, on the top, but underneath, everybody. It's basically underground. Everybody loves it. So yeah, I'd call it a cult classic.
Yes.
Even though 3 out of 3 love it.
Richard Donner puts a little nod to Superman in there. Obviously, Sloth is wearing a Superman shirt, and when he opens his shirt, the theme from Superman plays.
Sloth is by far the best.
And there is a Indiana Jones nod in there at the beginning of the movie when the name of the criminals are the Fratellis, right?
Yes.
Yes. The one that escapes from jail pops on an Indiana Jones hat as he's escaping.
Never noticed that. It's a good point, because now that you say that, boom.
Executive producer Steven Spielberg.
There you go. Crazy.
John Matuzak from Oak Creek, Wisconsin. I did not know that. I actually
did not know that either. That makes me love him more.
I actually had to do a little research because I know who played Sloth, but I didn't know where he was from.
Yeah, I didn't either. I did not know Sloth was a Wisconsin represent. So.
Played for the Oakland Raiders. Obviously, he was picked for. I don't know. I'm not sure why they picked him, other than like he was a big dude.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know if he intended to get an acting career after this because he passed away in '89. It took 5 hours to get his sloth makeup on, and he had like a little animatronic eye to do it. He had to coordinate like whenever his normal eye would like go. They had to coordinate so his eye would move at the same time. So at least have an eye that goes.
I don't think makeup people get enough credit.
No, they don't.
Like just effects in general. Like,
right.
It's like you sit there and you go, wow, that's a really good costume and stuff. You just slip it on and go your way. It's like, no, it took them 5 hours
Right.
just to do that. It's like I've done that in an hour easy.
Yeah.
Jeez. But then there's just so much detail that they put into it. They don't get enough credit in my opinion.
When I
really
cosplayed as Two-Face from The Dark Knight 7 years ago to do the Two-Face makeup, like we were staying at a hotel in Chicago. I was going to a Comic-Con. We were going to a Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
I got up like at 5:30 because I knew it would take like at least like 2-3 hours just to do what I needed to do, and it's insane how much time it takes. When the Goonies theme song comes on the radio, if you don't sing along to it,
What's wrong?
you can go away.
yeah. Or if you start singing along to it and go, "This is just a great song," and you go, "Hey, do you know what movie that's from?"
Mm-hmm.
It was in a movie. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking.
Just push them out the car as you're driving along.
Exactly. Just.
And
See ya.
Richard Donner directed the music video for that too.
Man, like Michael Bay, a lot of that going on. I think if Brandon, ironic, sitting there just doing his thing, Josh Brolin just doing his thing, and they eventually tie him up, dude, that works best.
Did you see that? I think it was 2 years ago that he went dressed up as his character from the Goonies for Halloween. Yeah.
That's awesome. Not much to do for him, to be honest, but it's pretty simple, like 80s look, but
Right.
still good.
Lethal Weapon. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover and Gary Busey before he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It came out at a time where 80s action movies were like the top movies to like make and go see. It's kind of dark in some places.
Like Die Hard and Rambo and all that noise, yeah.
Compared to like the sequels where it's a little more lighthearted and Riggs is like more like goofy. The first one's, because he's upset. Obviously, I hope people have seen Lethal Weapon at this point. So no spoiler warnings for this one.
Not enough to remember, but yeah.
His wife has passed away. He's in deep depression. He's got he has like a hollow point bullet and a gun that he's like specifically reserved because he's supposedly planning like ending his life. It's like, well, this is some deep stuff,
Yeah.
Like, holy smokes. And then in the next sequel, he's like, "Ooh, yeah, blah." It's like, okay, I guess having friends helped him kind of get over that. I do like the sequel. The third one's not bad, and then the fourth one's kind of like okay.
I like they hit their stride and it's like, right here.
I know they were gonna make a fifth one, but now Richard Donner's passed away, so I don't know if they're still gonna do that. And then there was the TV series with one of the Wayans brothers, and then I can't think of the other guy. I think that only lasted one season.
Real quick, just to kind of break off for a second here. How do you feel about movies turning into a TV series where like it never was really set up to be that way, but it happens anyway?
If it's done right.
You like it, yeah.
Same with if a TV series gets turned into a movie.
Yes.
If it's done right, it can be okay, but then sometimes it feels like it's just.
Now, for you, does
beating
it have
a
to
dead
be
horse?
yeah, right? For you, if it goes either way, does it have to be, well, obviously if it goes movie to TV show, you'd hope it would be, but if it goes TV show to movie, do you hope it's still like within canon reasons, or do you hope it's kind of like Simpsons movie where it's like, it happens
I feel
totally
like
different, but it also kind of ties into the show a little bit. But they don't just like base it off that from there on.
If they continue, like if a TV series is either going to end or wants to do a movie, if it's done right, it can be enjoyable. If a TV series has ended and they want to make a movie, that can be okay. I guess the primary example that I can think off the top of my head is the X-Files. I was a huge X-Files fan.
Yeah.
Loved the show. And then when the movie came out, I was like, yeah, woohoo. And the movie wasn't bad, but then they continued the TV series off the movie. So if you missed the movie and you were watching the TV show and they introduced plot points, you're like, what the hell is going on? And then, but then like if you have a TV series, so from like the 70s and 80s that ended obviously like a decade ago, but then they make a movie based off the TV series, that can be okay too if it's done right. Like the first Charlie's Angels movie, I liked that one a lot because it had really no connections to the TV show. But then, of course, the Charlie's Angels movie franchise is kind of like beating a dead horse now because the last one sank faster than Titanic, I think.
A little dark, but all right. Good metaphor. Very good. Oh, is that like just now?
Must have been.
Haley, are you still here? So yeah, shout out to you. Oh my god. Scary. I didn't expect. All right, well, I guess.
The Richard Donner movie he is most known for, I know you're not a DC person.
Not really.
So I'm going to educate you today, Brandon.
Okay, let's go.
Superman the movie, 1978, December
Not
1978.
close now, baby.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna wax poetic about this movie because I love this movie. It is easily in my top 10 movies. I'd say
Really?
it's even in my top 5 movies in general.
Really? Anyway.
One of my brothers, I would not be a geek if it weren't for him letting me read like his Superman comic books and like introducing me to this movie. It's up until that point, superhero stuff was campy, like the Batman 66, you know, pow, zap. This showed that superhero stuff didn't have to be campy. It could be silly and like have funny moments, but it could be taken seriously. I mean, superhero movies today, I think, still follow that template of it could be kind of like have jokes and stuff, but still be taken seriously, you know. The effects still hold up today, in my opinion. Pioneered a lot of stuff that would be used today. I think it was one of the first movies in the 70s to use blue screen. Tons of wire work. The tagline for the movie was, "You'll believe a man can fly," which I think they did beautifully. Lots of wire work, flying rigs, and before computers, they had to paint out the wires frame by frame instead of just having a program being like, remove the wires. So that was probably a painstaking process. The guy that played Darth Vader, David Prowse.
Yeah, see that here.
Trained
That's
him.
Awesome.
Because when they cast him, he was just a skinny little thing. In fact, if you watch the movie, in certain scenes, you could see he's still kind of like skinny but muscular. And in other movies, he's like Superman Jack, because they were filming as he was like bulking up. So
It's kind of nice to know that they didn't use like practical effects or whatever to buff him up. If you know what I mean, like I don't know.
like he actually worked for it.
Yeah,
of a
instead of
muscle
like
suit.
fluffing him up. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't think of how to say that, but yeah,
Yeah, kind of like they do in
everything
some
else.
stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that more than I know from Patton.
The Superman movies, they were filming Superman 2 back to back, kind of like normal practice now. We shot about 75% of Superman 2 before he was fired, because the producers were unhappy with like him going over budget and over schedule, even though he was never given a budget or a schedule.
Oh, that sucks.
So he was fired, and they brought in another director, but he was finally able to finish Superman 2 like in 2006. It's called the Downer Cut.
Oh, okay.
That's not too bad. The first clip I'm gonna have playing here, my friend, is and if anyone wants to cue it up at home and watch along with us, feel free to. It's Superman saving Lois from the from peril. And when that John Williams score kicks in, you were Alright, just to set it up for you here. Lois Lane, reporter for The Other Planet, and she's gonna go meet the president of the United States at the airport. She's gonna take a helicopter and get there. And this is like all done in camera, like practically, or with like models or stuff like that. So that's obviously they didn't have CGI back then, so
Right.
Very to foreground very
Okay, now it should. Now it was here. Okay, now I know what you like though.
And that's all like that. He's in She's in front of the screen. That's a screen. That's all.
Come on, step back, folks. All right, let's get back to you guys. We'll be back on the
That's
street.
a shot.
Come on, bring the cameras over here. Okay, get it. Okay, hey, you see the
She's trying to get out. She's panicking. She's trying to get out.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, gotta be peeing her pants.
Come on, let's go back. What's the ambush
So you like girl looked excited. It's hilarious.
Even his Clark Kent, and I'll show you the next scene too. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Just. Obviously, Superman's shtick is changing their phone booth. No booths not around anymore.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, well. Interesting shot. Comes this horse. What the hell?
Yeah, he changed and everyone door.
Excuse me. That's a bad outfit.
Yeah, just the one rip on wires.
Look up there.
The hell's that?
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
The wires.
I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He got her.
This is
Only
why
time
people
we-
like know, right? Like I said, no offense to any capital, what they're trying to do in this but this Star Wars, this, even Ollie likes watching this scene.
Really?
Yes.
Gentlemen, this man needs help. Well,
Oh, I thought the guy said something about Star Wars. I'm like, huh?
statistically
That was
speaking,
us.
of course,
That was
it's
in the background.
still the
Yeah,
safest way
she's
to travel.
listening. That's part of the category.
Wait.
You got me. Who's got you?
That's Superman right there.
That's a good shot.
That is Superman.
That's a very good shot.
A friend. Bye.
They did good casting. Yeah, that's him on wires, and he's banging
He's
his
actually-
own body to make
Yeah.
him do a turn.
That's awesome. I see what you mean by them making it realistic. That was actually pretty good. Not that I'm a flight guy.
The
but
producers wanted James Caan. They wanted Robert Redford. They all everyone they wanted turned it down because either A, they
to take
didn't want
Superman's spot?
Yeah, they wanted him
Oh.
to play Superman. They wanted those people to play Superman.
I couldn't see James
They turned it
Caan.
down. They're like, yeah, I don't want to be seen in like ridiculous tights, and they're too famous.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve was an unknown. They cast an unknown.
Good for him though, honestly.
I use this clip as an argument. People always say, oh, Clark Kent's disguise is just a pair of glasses. You can totally tell he's Superman just because he wears a pair of glasses, blah, 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 blah. I use this scene as argumentative that his disguise is more than just a pair of glasses. Christopher Reeve did it right. He, let's get, okay. Superman and Lois just went on a date. They flew around the world in record time. He's dropping her off, blah, 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 good night, and actually, she's in front of a screen. They filmed him flying away. She's in front of a screen. So it makes it look like he's, good night, and he's flying off. And like 5 seconds later, Clark Kent's going to show up at the door to pick her up for a date they have. That's how they did that, to make it, because he left, and she's like, oh, he's gone. And then Clark shows up like 2 seconds later. But, yeah, it's got wording on it. It kind of annoys me. But, like I said, this is the only clip I could find. So he's here to pick her up for a date. There's no way that Superman could have left and Clark Kent could show up 5 seconds later.
Lois, for goodness sake, didn't you hear me knocking? Lois, we did have a date tonight, remember?
He's accusing her of being drunk. Okay, yeah, just ignore the words. Okay, his hair is slicked down, he's wearing glasses. he's hunched over. He's hiding the fact that he's tall. And if you hear him talk, he straightens up, his glasses off. He's talking in his lower, his natural voice. But when he goes back to Clark Kent, he sledges over and speaks in a higher tone.
I mean, I was at first, really.
That's why his disguise is so good.
But then I decided.
Because Henry Cavill just had on the glasses and still was.
Yeah,
Henry
it's like
Cavill
Miles has this like crazy physique with the face
Right.
and stuff, and like, oh hey, who are you?
But yeah, he's hunched over. He's like slouching, has poor posture, kind of trying to hide the fact that he's a ripped dude.
Yeah.
But that's I use that argument on Clark Kent's disguise. There's a Space Jam ad. I'm not gonna skip it.
30 seconds? Alright, well, I'll be right back.
That'll be nice. I'll skip it. Last scene I'm going to show Brandon is Superman's taking the bad guys to prison. He's taking Lex Luthor and his henchmen to prison. Lex Luthor just ended up doing some very, very bad stuff.
Fair enough.
He reprogrammed some nuclear warheads to destroy California because Lex Luthor bought a whole bunch of desert land in California, and he wanted to destroy California so he would own all that new land. So if people wanted to buy land, they'd have to pay him to build on that land. So
gotcha.
But the best way to go about it was to nuke California.
Yeah, right. Clearly.
Because he's Lex Luthor.
He's crazy.
He's
He's a villain.
Good evening, Warden. I think these two men should be safe here with you now so they can get a fair trial.
Who is it, Superman?
Lex Luthor.
Oh.
Yeah.
The greatest criminal mind of our time. I hereby serve notice that these walls. Will you shut up, please? You. All right, take them away, boy.
This country is safe against Superman. Thanks to you.
No, sir. Don't thank me, Warden. We're all part of the same team. Night.
Night.
He's so humble.
Yeah.
He's like,
well, have a good night. Hey, you just saved the world. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for everything you do. We're on the same team. Good night. Oh, you hit me this time. I hear this in the background. Oh, good night. I'm like, see this again.
Camera.
Okay, he's a pretty damn good Superman. Yeah. I don't give a shit about Superman, and I will say that. But that Superman I actually kind of dig.
So yeah, there's a reason why that Superman is so awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And like I said, he's so humble. Like you saved the world from nuclear destruction. Well, see you later.
Yeah. Big gulps, huh?
There's a reason why. Yeah. So that's my. Sorry if I got a little too much into Superman there, but there's a reason why that Superman's. So yeah.
Oh,
if I could ever convince you to watch that movie in full sometime.
I mean, I'll tell you what, you did a good job here.
Put it on your bucket list.
Yeah, it's on there now.
Michael Keaton's Batman, Superman, or Chris Reeve's Superman, they're up there, and you get around, so. But. Alright.
Yeah, it's been fun, y'all.
Well, that's that.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Thank you for watching us, all the people that watched us.
Thanks for everybody that came out, and thanks to Haley for responding over there, and everybody that joined, and then shout out to Logical Robot and AGH1994 for, talking with us a little bit.
Yeah.
Keeping us, personable?
Yeah.
Alright, personable.
Like I said before, this is our 4th time doing this.
Yeah, this is by far the most successful.
Yeah.
By far.
Hopefully I'll find some more stuff to talk about next week. It's hit and miss with sometimes I see stuff, sometimes I don't. I'm really hoping that Spider-Man No Way Home trailer drops very, very soon. Because as soon as that hits, we're gonna do a show
We'll be
about
here,
nothing about
and
Spider-Man.
I might even just wear the Spider-Man mask and just be like, all right, this is me the whole time. I'll have the Spider-Man mask. I'll have the shirt on. I'll be, dude, trust me, I'll be decked out. We'll be ready.
Thank you for watching. We are the Guardians of Geekology. I'm Corey. This is Brandon.
It's me. What's up?
We'll see you next time.